Morning. This is Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. It's your responsibility to do your own due diligence. Here we got Bitcoin rising off the bottom levels. Here we're just going to move through this quickly. Unbosom is our word of the day. Unbosom. And let us just. Unbosom is not letting us move up, but disclose one's thoughts or secrets. Carolyn unbosomed her concerns to her best friend. Let's go to our S&P 500 heat map. Microsoft has now gone positive, was negative a little bit. Google is bouncing. NVIDIA is up another 4% today. We did add to our NVIDIA holdings. So that is where we are right now. Let us move over to our charts. We were exploring GEV Verona, possibility moving into that. And let us go to our dollar index. Dollar index continues to fall. Silver bouncing as the dollar falls, which you would expect. And gold, and it's right about where it ended up. Copper is up a little bit, and take a look at our uranium index, and it's moving up. Here's our uranium miner moving up slightly. Take a look at our bond yields. Bond yields are sinking after rising last week. They are at 3.7% interest on the 10-year, and on the 20-year, it is at 3.02%. Take a look at the VIX. Volatility index falls down to 6.79. S&P 500 is up almost 1% today. The equal weight is up 0.76%. NASDAQ is up as well, bouncing off of the 50-day moving average at 1.31%. The equal weight is up 1.12%. That's a pretty strong move in the NASDAQ right there. Had pretty good volume Thursday, higher volume than on Friday today, which is good. And the small capitalization index is rising as well, up 1.22%. And the Dow Jones is up slightly as well. So let us move over to our news of the day. We got Burlington Stores upgraded to buy from hold at Gordon Haskett with a $300 price target, which would be quite a move from where we are now. PR Horton mentioned positively in Barron, saying it's home builder stock to buy now as shares look attractive. They are up on that news at 1.93%. Dutch Brothers downgraded to neutral from overweighted. Piper Sandler falls to 31.36. We have a stop at 31 on that, so we'll just continue to watch that. Shake Shack also downgraded. They are filling the gap here. And Sweet Green is the other food one that is downgraded. On to Estee Lauder companies. President and CEO Fabrizio Frida announced his intention to retire at the end of the fiscal year 2025, and they're down 2.23% on that news. Gates International is upgraded to outperform from sector perform at RBC Capital. Nutrien, North American shippers such as fertilizer supplier Nutrien and logistics firm C.H. Robinson are bracing for simultaneously stoppages at Canadian operations of Canadian National Railway. So Nutrien is up on that news. C.H. Robinson is up as well, up 1.84%. Canadian National Railway is up slightly. And Canadian Pacific Kansas City is up slightly as well. It says it could cost the nation's economy billions of dollars. A strike and a lockout could start on Thursday. On to healthcare. Liquidia announced that the US FDA has granted tentative approval of Yutrepia inhalation powder to treat adults with pulmonary arterial hypertension and pulmonary hypertension associated with interstitial lung disease, but have stopped short of traditional approval. And it falls 30%. Wow. Medtronic mentioned positively in Barron's, noting shares are down slightly this year as investors express concerns that the weight loss drug may reduce demand for Medtronic's diabetes and cardiovascular products. Stock is up 0.26%. Rocket Pharmaceuticals files mixed security shelf, and they are up 1.21%. And finally, in technology, media and telecom, AMD said it plans to acquire server maker ZT Systems for $4.9 billion as the company seeks to expand its portfolio of artificial intelligence chips and hardware. And they rise 4.5% on the news. HP downgraded to equal weight from overweight at Morgan Stanley. And Xperia shares jumped late Friday after the company agreed to sell substantially all the assets and certain liabilities of majority-owned Perceive unit to Amazon for $80 million in cash. And they are gapping up today. They're up 16%. Let us go over what time we got. We got 8 minutes. We looked at Zim earlier. This was our stock of the day. Gapped up. With tensions in the Middle East, they're able to raise their pricing. So that's why that's moving up. And Target TG Therapeutics up 14%. Earnings were back here at 112%, but they are breaking out of the pivot right over here. So that is the story there. Let's take a look at the Fang Yu. Continue to hold that. We added last Friday, and it is up 5.23% as it attempts to clear its 50-day moving average. Then we added to Labu today. It's up 9.41%. So let's go and see what the big cap techs are doing. Amazon's up 0.66%. Apple was down, tried to come back up. It's off 0.07%. Meta was up slightly, 0.35%. Google was up big, getting back to its 20-day moving average after the questions of breaking up the company. Mr. Softy, Microsoft, was down and is bouncing much like Meta. Nvidia, which we added to today, is up 4.35%. It's off slightly after hours. Tesla continues up, is bouncing off of the 50-day moving average, up 3.12%. It's cleared these two, looks like 3 moving averages. It might be early kind of buy right in here. So you draw the line over those tops. Thinking, make sure that we got everything in there. Take a look at Eli Lilly, which is pulling back earlier in the day. It's pretty flat for the day. See what we're currently holding. Dutch Brothers, we said it pulled back to 31.36. We'll see if it holds at 31. We just looked at Nvidia. We looked at Labu. We looked at And we did not look at Kava. Kava is up to 100. We added to this IPO, which was our IPO of the day, when it was right around here, right around 28.87. Continue to hold this healthcare AI. It really soared today. It's up 13.23% today. That's some incredible buying as the blue spikes continue to move up. Continue to hold A-Lab. We'll see if this is actually a bottoming base. I really like this tight action, the base here. We'll just see if it can pick up any volume. Volume did come up on the buy side today a little bit, so we'll continue to watch that. And we have app, got back into app, sold off a little bit today and is bouncing back, trying to get up to these levels. Finally, BitX is down a little bit from where we bought it, but we sold this Friday's short on covered calls. That's how we're generating income on BitX. And that is our show for today. This Mornings with Michael for information and educational purposes only. Thanks for tuning in. Go out there and continue to research. If we can help you with any of your financial goals or activities, feel free to reach out. We will continue to watch the markets and try to help make your money work harder than you do. In the meantime, go out there and make a difference.